Hello, Chris Walker with Big Angie Fan Channel here in beautiful Hawaii. I haven't done a reaction for a while. This is If I Were a Boy, the live version that Angelina Jordan just did a couple days ago at the Palladium in London. Of course, this was made famous by Beyonce, and she's doing this as part of a concert that is kind of honoring songwriters, so that Toby Gad, the co-writer of the song, is playing the piano there. And she had an absolutely superb version of this on a live stream, and so I'm kind of interested in how this compares with that, how it's different. And somebody else came out with a version of this, but just like James and I have been doing with her Las Vegas concerts, you know, he put together a video here incorporating at least a couple of camera angles and more than one audio track. So I'm sure this is going to be great, and I'm very interested in seeing what the differences are. So let's go.
But what's better than seeing the best superstar in the world perform a song with me is to see the next best superstar that the world hasn't discovered yet. Please welcome Angelina Jordan.
Oh, I'm so glad that he was able to capture that introduction. That is such a powerful introduction for her, and you can tell he totally means it. I remember on the live stream with him playing with her, he just looked at her with such pride. Yes, so it's really looking like it's going to be happening this year. This is this is when she totally breaks out. Of course, I said that last year, but there's more evidence of it this year. And also on that live stream, one reason that I think she's going to break out is she had an original song co-written with Toby Gad, Bad Valentine. It was absolutely stunning to me. So I'm really looking forward to that coming out as a single, and I think it could be a #1. But anyway, let's see what she does with this one.
Thank you so much, Toby, for having me. Hello, everyone. It's an honor to be here. Toby, how did you write If I Were a Boy?
So there was this
Yeah,
girl
he told the same story in the live stream.
MySpace. Her name is BC Jean. She's a very good writer. And we were writing a few songs, and one of the songs, it was my studio in Midtown Manhattan, a tiny little shared space with a jewelry designer, dusty with gold dust, and somehow we still made it work.
But he has more details in this
we took a break, we wanted
version.
to have pizza, we wanted pizza on 46th Street, and she just was angry because a boy she loved so much broke up with her, and said if I were a boy I would be a much better man, and da-da-da-da. I was like, if I were a boy, let's go back to the studio, forget the pizza. And I got the guitar out and said, what else would you do if you were a boy? And she came up with all these ideas of if she were a boy, and here it is.
Yeah. Okay, I like how he had all that in black and white, and now he's going to transition to color. So this description of how If I Were a Boy was written, I hope that was kind of the same process with the new song Bad Valentine, that that the lyrics are definitely a departure for Angelina Jordan. They're very good, but they're definitely a departure in tone, and I'm just wondering how much of that is her and how much of that is him. But this kind of story of his songwriting with that other person makes it sound like, yeah, he was mostly the melody and she was mostly the lyrics, but we'll find that out later. Okay, but we know that Now I'm the Boy is definitely, If I Were a Boy is definitely kind of a female empowerment song, so let's see what she does.
If I were a boy, even just for a day, I'd roll out of bed in the morning and
throwing what I wanted and go. Shouldn't be with the guy.
Okay, I just got to talk a little bit about that lower register there. You know, some people have been talking about how, you know, she's not using her natural voice so much these days, or, you know, she sounded better, but, and that's a whole debate for another video, but I think, at least with things like this, that lower register is becoming, you know, more rich and impressive and powerful. And this is a good example of it. You know, this is not audio from the mixing board like we had in the live stream, but it's still, you can pick up that richness so well. And of course, then she switches into this wonderful belt she did in the live versions in the live stream. So let's see what she does with this. But let's go and let's listen to some more of that lower register before she gets into the belting part.
If I were a boy, even just for a day,
and that vibrato mixed the lower register.
out of bed in the morning, throwing what I wanted and go. Shouldn't be with the guys and then chase after girls.
Nice double angle there.
I kick it with who I want, and I never get confronted for it, 'cause they stick up for me. If I were a bird, I think I could understand how it feels to love a girl. I swear I'd be a better man. I listen to her, 'cause I know I'll hurt. When you lose the one you want, 'cause he's taking you for granted, and everything you have got destroyed. If I were a boy,
I like how that part is almost like spoken word.
I would turn on the phone, tell everyone it's broken, so they think that I was sleeping alone. Pull myself up and make the moves as I go. 'Cause I know that she'd be faithful, waiting for me to come home, to come home. If I were a bird, I think I could understand how it feels to love a girl. I swear I'll be a better man. It's a little too late for you to come back. Say it's just a mistake, think I forgive you like that. If you thought I would wait for you.
I'm going to go back a little bit. She has this, and she makes those ooh sounds with the vibrato. That's something that's also, you know, that we didn't hear as much from her before. Like you really hear it in some of these Adele songs, that it's a quavering ooh sound. Like when she says the word you, it's just so beautiful, and it's so rich and textured. So much of what separates her from other singers, besides, you know, the emotion she brings to it, is, you know, richness and texture, more so than, you know, technique or, you know, belting and what she can do with her singing. It's just the complexity of her voice. And so you can, that's why when you listen to a song many times you can get new things out of it, because, oh, there was that little piece of rasp in there that I didn't notice before, and a little tremble there. I mean, she's very good at techniques too, and you know, her phrasing and everything, but just that tone and texture of her voice. Let's go back a little bit.
It's a little too late for you to come back. Say it's just a mistake, think I forgive you like that. If you thought I would wait for you, you thought but you're just a boy.
Oh.
You don't.
Okay, I gotta see that really low vibrato-y rasp. That's signature Angelina, and especially signature Angelina from this age. And I think it's an example of how she's better than ever now. Okay, let's hear that again.
But you're just a boy. You don't understand. Oh yeah, how it feels to love a girl someday. You wish you were a better man. You don't listen to her. You don't care how it hurts. Till you lose the one you want, 'cause it's taking you for granted. And everything you had got destroyed. But you're just a boy.
I think he got that selfie moment too. Incorporated that when they did this little video selfie. Oh, that's great. That's a great mixture of the two. Wow. Okay, great. Mixing, it looks like you only had maybe 3 camera angles, but great mixing of the camera angles, great incorporation of the video selfie at the end, which I didn't think he was going to have both angles at the same time, and that worked out really well. So one thing you notice about this, I mean, there were some of the techniques that you used in here that I actually liked better than in the live stream version, especially that really low part, that really low, raspy, scratchy part towards the end there. But you do notice with this video the advantage of getting sound directly from the mixing board, because it was sounding a little bit more muddy than the live stream. Now the live stream, the reason that we have such a good copy of that is because James was actually able to communicate with Toby, and you know, he got his permission to put that out there. Now there's some other versions out there that, you know, are just from cell phones from the audience, and you know, the sound is much worse, and the camera work is, you know, much worse too, and also they're not really authorized. And you know, it's fine on social media. I mean, Grandma Mary has some videos of her own, but try and look for, you know, the most professionally done ones you can. And so a good place to look is to James Thiel's site. So I want to talk a little bit more about James Thiel. I'm going to go over here to his channel, because he's an example of one of the newer generation of Angelina Jordan fans. He became aware of Angelina Jordan just about a year ago, and he's pretty quickly, like me, became inspired to start doing all of these videos about her. And I feel almost like I'm passing the torch here, because for a long time it was mainly me and Kaleidoscope RMX that were making these like kind of compilation videos and mashups. There was Alan Papier and Pontus Osterlund, of course. They have their podcast, and Alan has been doing and continues to do all of these wonderful explorations of like different versions of the songs, but you know, not like really fancy mashing, you know, complex mashing together of different different videos like James has been doing, and he has just been his editing skill has been just been growing by leaps and bounds from when he first started. And so right here is the that live stream version that if you want to hear really clean sound, you should check that out. And here are some of the Las Vegas ones that he and I both kind of worked with people, you know, getting multiple clips from different people in the audience and trying to make the sound as good as we could. So we did these multicams. He did 12 of the songs and I did 8 of them. So there's all of those. So that's, you know, the latest thing we've been doing. But then he does these really fun things, like this Fun with Angelina, that you know, mostly using the TikToks and Instagram. And I think one thing that's really good about that is that's the kind of thing that appeals to a younger audience more. And, you know, Angelina Jordan still needs to attract a younger crowd, which it does seem like that is building now. But I think his work is part of that. So just shout out to James for, you know, his, wow, I didn't realize he had this many videos now. Yeah, he has quite a lot now, and he is, like I said, he's really getting better and better. And I especially want to point out this Nobel Peace Prize tribute, where that was an example where he pulled together things from a lot of different sources, from, you know, TikTok and other sources, and delved into the kind of the history of Angelina Jordan and the Nobel Peace Prize. You know, how she sang at a much younger age for the Nobel Prize, Peace Prize laureate, and this more recent one, and also the, you know, the connection with her Iranian heritage. Anyway, so that was a great one that he did. So again, I kind of feel like I've kind of passed the torch. He has a lot more time to do this than I do. I think I'm still kind of in the middle of a transition. After my mother passed away, like now we're buying a house, and so we're still not completely settled, but hopefully once we completely get settled, I'll be able to do more of my more complicated editing projects and vlogs and you know, compilations and so forth. But yes, James has definitely stepped up, as have other people like Joey Farr. And yeah, so check out his site. It's of course I'll have a link for it in the description. And of course, you know, check out my site. And if you haven't subscribed to mine or to his, please subscribe. And any music that we show from Angelina Jordan, you know, make sure that you watch those videos in their entirety, you know, not just our versions of them. And subscribe to her channels, subscribe to her social media platforms. And yes, we really need to support Angelina. I think now more than ever, it looks like this really could be the breakout year. I really feel like even more than this If I Were a Boy, this new original song, Bad Valentine, it really has a lot of potential to be a #1 hit. And also be checking on James Thiel's channel for that, because you know, it's not going to be released for a while as an official version, which is one reason why Toby doesn't want this live stream version to come out yet. But when it comes out, it is a stunner. I mean, this, not to take away from this one is really great too. Okay, well, great job, James, and great job of singing by Angelina Jordan. Aloha from Hawaii.